Man United next season, big expectations. Put down below in the comments section what are yours, and thank you for clicking in this Man United video. Enjoy. And now United have changed. United have changed, right, Breton?
Oh yeah, they've definitely changed. When they get extra excited about Garnacho scoring late, when Garnacho is the savior, right? And you're in a Champions League fight. I mean, there's just a lot of change that needs to happen at Manchester United that has not happened yet, right? I know we're looking at what the best first year, right? The best first year,
yes,
for Erik ten Hag in history. I think it's 39 games he's won this year, right?
Yes.
In Manchester United history.
Exactly.
Okay, best first season. That's great. I'm going to tell you right now, to most United fans, it doesn't feel like that.
It's a rebuild, though. Erik ten Hag, yes, became Erik ten Hag became the manager in his debut season at Man United to have the most wins with 39, but he got to two cup finals. He won one of them. Let's see with the FA Cup what happens with Man City. And he made those loans, amazing loans with Annabelle Medri, Amad Diallo. He bets on Garnacho, which gets the extension too. It's the beginning of a new era, a rebuild in this club. And De Gea. De Gea, it wasn't his best season of De Gea, but he's won the Golden Glove of the Premier League with 16 clean sheets. It's absolutely mad that we can say it wasn't one of his best seasons, yet he still has 16 clean sheets. Unbelievable.
I think, yeah, it's true. And I think why some Man United fans might look at it and say, no, this is still a disappointment. Okay, 39, whatever, all competition wins, that's great. But I think some of those lopsided losses really stung people. Okay, but you're right. It doesn't matter. You lose, it still winds up being no points garnered. And it doesn't really matter how much you lost by. So it is all part of the process. But yeah, you mentioned the loans. Mejbri at Birmingham. Okay, fine. I'm all right with that. The Amad Diallo might go down as one of the most successful loans that a Manchester United loanee has ever had. Okay, Amad Diallo for Sunderland. They're still going. They're still strong. They just won their first leg in the playoff semifinal, promotion playoff semifinal. But Amad Diallo has taken on a leadership role for a championship promotion contender, which is great to see. And the goals, if you have not seen them, that he has been scoring as of late have been absolutely phenomenal. And I just have to tell you, 18-year-old Garnacho on one side, Diallo on the other side. That gets me pretty fired up about a Manchester United future. Beyond an Anthony, beyond who has kept up as of late, beyond a Sancho. Okay, I think Diallo, I think Garnacho do have a future at Old Trafford. Obviously, Garnacho does. He just signed an extension. But you know what, what's going to happen with Garnacho? This kid at 18 years old is expecting his first child. Okay, that changes a human being. I don't care if you're 18 years old. We can argue about having a kid at 18, but at 18 years old, that changes a kid. You know what it does? It makes you want to be held accountable. It makes you want to make something of your life beyond football, or to show this child exactly what you're playing football for. So not to get too sentimental here as a father, but my goodness, if this does what it did to me when I had a child, it is going to be an interesting future for Garnacho because he's going to want to get things done. So love it, and you're right. You're right about the loans. I didn't even think of that as an actual Ten Hag success. But it's good that you've highlighted that.
And I'm gonna highlight it for another manager. Just wait, Bretson, because I got something to say with Garnacho. Garnacho did extend with Man United, and Garnacho this season has 5 goals for Man United. 4 of those goals have happened after the 88th minute. Clutch gene, just like his idol, Cristiano Ronaldo. So I love to see that, Alejandro Garnacho, and keep going bold. And you mentioned Amad Diallo too. Amad Diallo, free kick golazo against Luton, 14 goals scored. 14 goals scored in this loan at Sunderland. It's absolutely mad what this Ivory Coast winger is doing.
Yeah, double-digit assists too. And on a little tangent, I gotta say, I'm loving Ivory Coast. They're building themselves a very nice young core of players, which I'll list or maybe I'll put it in the comments below. But Amad Diallo is very much at the precipice of that. And I hope Ten Hag looks at this, because Ten Hag challenged him. He challenged him. He said, go out and make yourself indispensable to another squad. That's exactly what he's done. I mean, okay, Sunderland, even though they've been to hell and back over the last few seasons, they have one of the most rabid fan bases on definitely in England. Okay, the Stadium of Light is not a small stadium, even when they were in League One, right, fighting for survival in League One. And they routinely bring out some of the most rabid fans that basically tell you when you suck, and then they love you when you're awesome, right? True. And Amad Diallo has won them over. Even in the tough spots, even when they lost a few and lost view of that that promotion playoff potential, they fought their way back, and Amad Diallo has got them on the cusp. That's what the Old Trafford needs. That's what Manchester United's faithful needs, and I hope he gets the chance, and I hope he wins Ten Hag over. So,
and more midfielders.
It's great.
And they need more midfielders. And a striker. And a striker, because we got a striker that needs a home. Harry Kane. Harry Kane has 36 games in the Premier League, 27 goals and 3 assists in this campaign. He deserves a better home, and with Man United interested, it would be mad to see this Erik ten Hag with Harry Kane possibility. They would be title contenders with Harry Kane, in my opinion. But put down below your thoughts about Man United.
But before we move on with Man United, because you mentioned the striker here, according to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, right? I'm sure you saw this. They had every chance, right? Solskjaer, who is at Mold, Solskjaer was selling them on Erling Haaland, previous to him even winding up at Red Bull Salzburg for, I think it was about 8 million euros, right? Ole Gunnar Solskjaer could have had Manchester United, could have gotten Manchester United Erling Haaland if he was just listened to. Instead, they were too busy spending 60 million euros on Fred. They were too busy spending, 160 million on Alexis, Lukaku, and Matic, who, okay, the majority of them did not wind up doing a dang thing in a Manchester United shirt. But all they had to do was pony up 4 to maybe 8 million for a lottery ticket to purchase a star in the making. That, yes, hindsight is 20/20, but if Erling Haaland wound up in that red shirt, my goodness, things would be different. Things would be different in the Premier League right now. He might be a
different player too. He might have been a different player too. Could have gotten injuries. Could have gotten, because the facilities, like Ronaldo said, weren't the best at Man United. And I'll be honest, I think Erling Haaland's pathway was what makes him the player he is today. He learned at Red Bull Salzburg. He learned at Dortmund how to be one of the best players in the world. And now, in Man City, he's confirming the talent that he had shown at Dortmund. I think that was the best thing he could have done. But
100%. His developmental arc has been so on point that, to be honest, his dad deserves a lot of credit, and his advisory team deserves a lot of credit, because they've always, for the most part, pushed him in the right direction.
Whoa,
so
that's why,
I'm with you there. 100%.
That's why agent fees cost like 50 million to 60, reportedly, as a lot of people suggest. The transfer was 60 million of Erling Haaland, but the agent's fees nearly equaled the same price. And with salary, it exceeded. It exceeded 100%. But tell us down below if you agree with our comments right here. What are your expectations for Man United next season? Don't forget to comment down below and smash that like button and subscribe to FC Wonderkid.
Do your part. Help out FC Wonderkid. Please subscribe and like this video.